Good morning students. Let's start with the next topic. In the last video we have seen how resource allocation graph can be used to avoid the deadlock. In this video we'll try to see how Banker's algorithm can be used to avoid the deadlock. First of all, Banker's algorithm will be applied whenever the multiple instances of the resources are there. Each process must prior claim the maximum use. Means each process should in advance they should give how many maximum number of resources they need to complete their execution. When a process requests a resource, it may have to wait. Means if it is available, it will be allocated, otherwise it will go to the waiting state. When a process gets all its resources, it must return them in a finite amount of time. That means whenever it gets all complete resources, it needs to return those resources after the completion of the execution within a finite amount of time. So that is where Banker's algorithm is used. Coming to the data structure for the Banker's algorithm, that is available. It is a matrix. In this, available is nothing but how many resources, how many types of resources are available and how many copies are available will be represented in available matrix, and how many maximum resource types are required per process will be represented by maximum matrix, and how many copies of resources are already allocated to the process by the system in advance, that is called as allocation matrix. Another one is need matrix. Need matrix is nothing but after subtracting the initial allotment, how many more requirement they have each process, that is called as need matrix. It will be more clear with the help of examples that we'll see one by one. So algorithm you can understand by yourself later once we solve the example. Directly I'll move to the example. See here, Banker's algorithm. This is the one problem I have taken from the question paper. It will be like this: determine whether the following system is in safe state by using the Banker's algorithm. First question he will ask, find the content of the need matrix, and the second question he will ask, usually if a request for the process P1 arrives for 102, can the request be granted immediately? We'll see this second part. First we need to calculate the content of the need matrix, then we need to check whether this system is in safe state, then we need to solve this second part. So first we will try to see content of the need matrix. Before going to that, I will tell you what is this problem exactly. This is a one system snapshot. It is having 5 processes: P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, and allocation. As I already said, the initial allotment, when the process P0 comes to the system, it requires 3 types of resources, that is A type resource, B type resource and C type resource, but system has allocated only B type resource 1 copy. A type 0 copies are allocated, C type 0 copies are allocated. Then P1 is allocated with 2 copies of A resource and 0 copies of B and 0 copies of C. Like this, all process has got allotted with some initial allotment. Means this is the allocation matrix. Whenever they come to the system immediately allocates some resources, but these are not sufficient to complete the execution. To complete the execution of P0 requires total 7 copies of A resource type, 5 copies of B resource type and 3 copies of C resource type. But how many system has allocated initially? 0, 1, 0. Only 1 copy of B it has allocated. So maximum it needs 753. Then P1 needs 322, but how many we have allocated? 200. It needs 902. How many we have allocated? 302. Like this, all have got maximum. This many are required to complete respect to processes. Available matrix is nothing but after doing this initial allotment, how many are left in the system. The A type 3 copies are available, B type 3 resources are available, C type 2 resources are available. Now we need to calculate need matrix. Need matrix is nothing but maximum minus allocation. Maximum is nothing but how many they need, each process needs to complete their execution. With respect to P0, how many it needs? 753. But how many we have already allocated? 0, 1, 0. How many else they need? That is called as need matrix. That means 753 minus 0, 1, 0. 7 minus 0, 7. 5 minus 1, 4, 3 minus 0, 3. This is a need matrix of P0 process. Coming to the same way, P1 process, maximum of P1 is 322. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. In the same way, do for this also. P2, maximum they need 9 copies of A, 0 copies of 0 of B and 2 copies of C. So 9 minus 3 already we have allocated, 6, then 0 minus 0, they don't need any B copies, then B type, then 2 minus 2, 0. So total 600, this many requests they need presently to complete. Next, in the same way, 222 minus 211, if we do, then 2 minus 2, 0, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1. Then here also 433 it is. Then if we do 4 minus 0, 4, 3 minus 0, 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4, 3, 1. This is a need matrix. So for this we will be getting around 2 marks to calculate the need matrix. It is only about subtraction, that is maximum minus allocation. Next, we need to check whether this system is in safe state, because he has asked you to determine whether the following system is in safe state. To check whether the system is in safe state or not, we need to do whether the need of each process it is less than or equal to available. First process is which one? P0. P0 need is what? 743. 743, whether it is less than or equal to available. Available in the system is how many? 3 copies of A, 3 copies of B and 2 copies of B. Whether it is true, 7 is greater than 3, then first instance itself sorry, it is getting failed. Then 4 is greater than 3 and 3 is greater than 2. So all type resources are getting false. False, not satisfied. So P0 we cannot execute in the beginning, because it is available resources are only this many, but P0 needs this many to complete. So that many resources we don't have. So as of now, P0 will go to the waiting state. Next, coming to the P1. P1 need is how much? 122. 122. 1, whether it is less than 3? Yes. 2, whether it is less than 3? Yes. Then this 2, whether it is less than or equal to 2? Yes. Then all types of resources are less than available, then definitely true, satisfied. Then we can allocate the resources to the P1. Then P1 will complete with the execution. Once P1 completes the execution, our available will get modified, because available, how it will get modified? Once P1 completes, whatever it was holding earlier, that is 200 it was holding, this will be released by the P1. So that is why our available will get modified, that is available equal to available plus allocation. Available was how much? Earlier available 332 plus allocation of P1 was how much? Earlier allocation 200. Then you add 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 0 and 2 plus 0, 532. This is our updated available value. Then check with the P2. P2 requirement is how much? Need matrix of the P2 is 600. Whether it is less than or equal to 532, available 6 is less than 5. No. In the first instance itself it is getting failed, so it is false. We cannot execute P2. P2 will go to the waiting state because resources are not available. Go to the P3. P3 need matrix is how much? P3 need matrix is 011. 011, whether it is less than or equal to 532? Yes. 0 is less than 5, 1 is less than 3 and 1 is less than 2. True. Then it will complete the execution. Then available will get modified. Available equal to available plus allocation 532 plus allocation of P3. Allocation of P3 was how much? 211. Then 211 will be added. 5 plus 2 7, 3 plus 1 4 and 2 plus 1 is 3. 743 it is. Then coming to the P4 need matrix. P4 is 431. Whether it is less than or equal to the updated available 743? Yes, it is available because 4 is less than 7, 3 is less than 4 and 1 is less than 3. Then P4 will complete the execution and it will release the initial allotment also. Then available will get modified, that is 743 plus initial allotment was 002. This is 2. 002, then it will become 745 is our updated available value. Available value is got updated. This many resources are available in our system right now. Then coming back to the next execution, either you can, which all got failed, P0 got failed and P2 got failed. So out of these two, check which is less, or we can go like this better. No, we have come in this direction, that is P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. Like this we have started coming down. Now we will go back like this. P4 it is already over, P3 it is already over, which is remaining? P2. Then P2 we need to take now. While going upwards, while once we have already come from up to down, now we'll go back from down to the up, which was remaining? P2 was remaining. Now we'll check whether we are able to satisfy the P2 content. No. P2 is how much? In fact, in this example I have solved P0 first, but you people don't worry. First solve the P2. 600, whether it is less than or equal to 755. Yes, true. Then available equal to 755 plus 302, 1057. Then we can solve the P0. In this way you can solve it. So both sequences are correct, even if you solve first P0 and then P2, or first P2 and then P0, because both are getting satisfied. But in this example I have solved first P0 and then P2. First you solve the P0 only, then that is 743 less than or equal to 745 updated. It is true, then add it, you will get 755. Then check for the P2, then 755 plus 302, 1057. So this is the sequence. Now he is asking you to determine whether the system is in safe state. To say yes or no, for that what you need to do? You need to check order in which the processes got executed. If all the processes got executed successfully, then the system is in safe state. Then we need to find out the safe sequence. How we can find out the safe sequence is in which order they got executed. P0, it is not get executed in the order first. Then P1 got executed first. P1, then P2 got failed. P1, P3, P4, P0, P2. This is a one sequence, because P1 got executed first, then P3 got executed, then P4 got executed, then P0 got executed, then P2 got executed. This is called as safe sequence. See here, safe sequence I have written P1, P3, P4, P2, P0, because that's what I said. Here either you can execute first P2 or P0. It's left to you. So in this safe sequence can be P1, P3, P4, P0, P2, or P1, P3, P4, P2, P0. Any one you can use. So this, if your all processes are able to execute properly, then we can call it as a safe sequence. Next, the second part of the question was, if a request for the P1 arrives for 102, can the request be granted immediately? That is nothing but P1 is requesting some more additional resource, that is 102. But what is the maximum of the P1? P1 maximum is how much? P1 maximum is 322. First we need to make sure the new request what P1 is making, whether it is less than or equal to maximum. It should be less than. Yes, 102 is less than 322, true. Then whether you have to check P1 request whether it is less than or equal to available. Available is how much with us? 332. Is it true? Yes, it is true. In that case we have to find out once again P0, it will not get change anything. Then P1 is getting some additional resources, so sorry, it is requesting for some additional allotment. Then earlier allotment of P1 was how much? That is 200. Here 200 plus 102, if you add, then you will get 302. Then maximum will remain same. This value will get modified for the P1, because initial allotment was 200. No, some more allotment is getting to P1, that is 102. 102 plus 200, if you add, then we will get 302. This is a new allocation for the P1 according to this question. Then maximum will remain same. P2, P3, P4, it is as it is, because only for the P1 extra resource is coming. So once you change the content of the allocation of the P1, then definitely need of the P1 also will get changed, because need is nothing but always it is max minus allocation. Then remaining process need is going to remain same, that is need of P1, it is same like the previous one, that is 743, 753 minus 010. Then next, for coming to the P1, 322 minus 302, then it is coming as 020. Then remaining process need is going to remain same, that is P3 and P4. I think P4 is not visible, just refer the previous need matrix, that and this both are same only. Only for the P1 we have changed, because P1 allocation got changed, because as it has requested some more additional resource that has been allocated when it was less than the available. So once you allocate the initial allotment, then earlier allotment was 200 plus 102, it has become 302. Then when it has got additional resource, then the need matrix will definitely get changed. 322 minus 302, then it is becoming 020. Then once you calculate the updated need matrix, again you have to start executing this to check whether the system is in safe state or not. First P0 743 it is, need matrix of the need of the P0 is 743, whether it is less than. Okay, one more thing I had forgot to tell you. After allocating 102 to the P1, what was our available? Earlier our available was 332, but no, after allocating this 102, 332 minus 102 if you do, then you will get 230. You will get 230. That is how 332 was our available. In that we have allocated this much, then our available is 230. So 743, whether it is less than 230, no, then not satisfied. Then check for the P1 020, whether it is less than 230, yes, then available will get modified. That is available plus allocation. Allocation of the P1 is how much? 302. Then it is going to become 532. In the same way, P2 600, whether it is less than 532, no. Then going to the P3 011, whether it is less than 532, yes, then available will get modified. That is 532 plus 211, yes, 743. Then P4, yes, it will get execute. Next check for the P0, because no, our available got modified. P0, this will get execute. Next P2 also will get execute. Then again we are getting safe sequence. Yes, that is P1, P3, P4, P0, P2. So here also all the processes are able to complete. So the second part of the question was, if a request for the P1 arrives for 102, can the request be granted immediately? In this question it is yes, because even after allocating this extra 102, our system is not going to occur with a deadlock, because all the processes are getting executed successfully. If that is the case, we can say that P1 request can be granted immediately. We'll see one more example in the next video.